Attention all personnel. As of now, this mining site is closed. All activity is suspended in accordance with orders from the Central Department of Integration.
Department of Integration, huh?
Stop all production? But why?
Please return equipment to the designated underground stations. Conveyors must be unloaded and shut down. Operations will not resume until further notice. All employees are instructed to clock out immediately, return to ground level, and report to the management office.
The Central Department of Integration? From what I know, they're the branch of government that has the police and military power completely at their disposal.
That sounds about right. Only problem is they're much scarier than the army and police combined, not to mention more lethal.
So what the hell are they doing here, boss?
I wonder if they're looking for... Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you talking about?
They must be preparing to make a high-profile arrest. So, if any of you have something to hide, I would suggest staying underground to avoid getting caught.
This place is a garbage dump. I hear that all kinds of losers and felons have gathered here. In my opinion, it's about time this planet was thoroughly cleansed of these worthless criminals. Believe me, I know what's going through your heads. If I were to remove all your delinquent miners, then who would be left to take care of the country's energy operations? You've got nothing to worry about. I have an easy solution for that. Clones. It's a simple matter, really. We'll mass produce a huge batch of clones and ship them here at once. And we won't just send regular clones. We'll supply models that are engineered to optimize productivity. Now, this is our strategy. Send a specialized task force to raid the deepest parts of the mines. Those that have something to hide will be taking refuge in the tunnels. And among that cowering vermin should be the one person I want most. 44.
Look me up and down. You would be forgiven if I had a taste. You see everything you're missing now. Oh, I'd hate to see this moment go to waste. I don't really care if you're not single. We can lose each other just a little. No one has to know if we're together. Come on, let me be your guilty pleasure. Everything will change in just a minute, but there's nobody else when we're in it. We don't have to talk about forever. Come on, let me be your guilty pleasure.
That's it, everyone. Form a line nice and orderly. Those of you who have ID cards, get them out and be ready to show them. You'll be required to state your date of birth, where you're from, and your government-issued Central Security number. Be prepared to provide all this information. The faster we process your data, the faster we can get this over with. We expect your cooperation.
You're in our way.
What? I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Excuse me.
It's only been 10 minutes since we commenced operations, but we're already seeing exceptional progress, sir.
Excellent.
Currently, there are 33 mines excavating magnetite ore. The total number of employees and contractors is 114,563. With our troops numbering about 30,000 men, if we continue collecting data at our present pace, we can safely assume that everyone's background information will be confirmed within the next 3 hours.
Good. Now then, why don't we start with what we have so far?
Yes, sir. Here's the file on our first arrest, if you would take a look. This man is a homicidal pyromaniac, wanted for the deaths of 6 people. He's had cosmetic surgery, but his prints and DNA match those in the Department of Integration's database.
So you see, the files the Central Department of Integration has on each one of us are pretty much foolproof. They have your blood type, fingerprints, and DNA. Not only that, but iris recognition and the dispersal patterns of pigment granules in a strand of your hair. Even useless shit like which foot you put into your shoes first. Hell, they probably even know how many times you wake up to take a piss at night.
You gotta be kidding.
It's nothing to laugh about, Michelson. Especially not you. I wouldn't be surprised if the government had you down for sucking your thumb while you sleep.
Oh, yeah. What? But I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, sure my ass you don't. I hear you slobbering all the time.
Right then. With that being said, my personal circumstances make this whole matter a bit awkward. Let's just say it prevents me from waltzing above ground and getting caught by the authorities.
Chief!
Luckily, there happens to be an old abandoned tunnel from an exhausted mine, stretching about 1,000, well, hell no, maybe tens of thousands of kilometers. I intend to hide down in that tunnel until these guys have finished their little campaign. Anyone who wants to join me is more than welcome to, but only if you can handle it.
Would you mind if we come with you?
Not at all. Besides, if you guys left, I'd have nothing exciting to look forward to. See you later. It's been a slice. Adios.
This woman is actually a man. From what we know, he has 3 counts of marriage fraud against him, and possibly even murder.
And? Have you managed to gather any useful information?
Sir?
You know what I'm talking about. Information on 44 and that doctor.
Yes, sir. We're still interrogating the personnel at the mining site.
What's the status of the underground raiding operation?
Sir?
If there's a hole, Vermin will always find it. I recall organizing a specialized task force to hunt these criminals down and purge them from their tunnels. So I ask again, what happened to the task force?
I'll look into it right away.
You should already know!
Sir, we have just received word that the raid commenced at 0230 hours exactly as planned.
This way.
Wow. Were you the one who built that secret doorway?
Yep. It's been almost 10 years since I began hiding in this labyrinth. I took some precautionary measures just in case. Looks like they're coming in handy.
You did all this on your own?
Nah, I had a little bit of help from a few friends.
Your friends?
Yeah, they're supposed to be meeting us down here.
They're what?
Come on. Once we pass through this area, we'll be in one of the abandoned tunnels in the adjoining mine.
I see it's not an exaggeration when they say there are tens of thousands of kilometers of underground tunnels.
Okay, boys. Grab whatever weapons you want. These guns are made out of mining tools and stake drivers. They're not bad, huh? This one can even launch a small missile. Something's coming this way. Looks like they've finally shown up. Why don't you try taking a hit of this? All right!
We're receiving a transmission from our underground troops. Unit 3 is reporting that they found a group of runaways within the tunnels. The group is made up of approximately 30 people, and it looks like they're about to be confronted.
Good. Don't use unnecessary force, just process and identify them. Tell our troops to transmit the data the moment they receive it.
Yes, sir! I'll relay the message at once.
Just to be on the safe side, get Units 1 and 2 to join Unit 3 to provide backup.
Yes, sir! I'll give the orders.
Everyone, retreat now! Fire!
No! 44! Wait, Maria!
I am a clone, just like these soldiers. They're only following orders, just like I used to do. But now I raise my sword against them in order to survive. I wish somebody would stop me because I can't stop myself. Break my sword, chop off my arms.
Just what I'd expect, 44. You eliminated a little army all by yourself.
They were clones like me. I take no pleasure in it.
Is that how it is? If you didn't kill them, they would have killed you. No matter who the enemy is, if your life is on the line, you do what you have to do. If you don't, you won't survive. Look at it this way. You wouldn't have the chance to feel the pain that keeps gnawing at your heart if you weren't alive, right?
Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
You could say that. And it's not like there's anything else worth risking my life for.
Unit 3! Come in, Unit 3! Unit 3!
Units 1 and 2 have been ordered to assist you. Give us an update of your current status. Over!
Chief Sakuza, sounds like more units are on their way.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go, people. We're moving deeper inside.
Wait a minute! Can't we at least bury these guys before we leave?
Yeah, I mean, we were just working with them a few hours ago, and now...
Fine. If you want to die like them, stay and dig their graves. Hell, you can even find some flowers to put on them. You just have to keep the memories of those who've died and burn them into your hearts. If you ask me, that's much more important than laying some posies on their graves. The dead have no use for flowers. So, what do you make of this underground waterfall? Doesn't it feel like all the souls of the fallen gather here to tell each other old stories? I get a real sense of peace from this place. And yet, those tens of thousands of clones that died for no reason in the Bermuda War, those soldiers, I don't think they've been able to find their way here. I guess their souls are filled with too much regret and despair. They're probably still roaming the cold darkness of space.
Hey, Chief Sakuza! You're later than we expected! We were all getting pretty tired of waiting for you at 6030.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that was my fault.
Chief, are these the friends you mentioned earlier? The ones who helped you?
Yeah, These men are all fellow survivors I fought with during the Bermuda dispute. There was an incident I had to deal with back then, so when I left the front lines, these boys followed me.
That's right. Everyone here is indebted to 6030. Based on official government data, there were 104 soldiers that went AWOL in Bermuda. But, in reality, there were actually more like 200 of us. We didn't want to attract attention, so we took jobs in different mining sites. But if there's ever a need for us to get in contact with one another, we assemble in this underground compound.
I see. So that's why so many of the abandoned tunnels are connected.
Exactly. We received a distress call from 6030, and that was our signal to meet here.
That's right. That man is a hero to all of us. We came to the Coffin of Despair so that we could be of service to him when the time arrived.
What do you mean, when the time arrived?
It's simple. We want to avenge the deaths of the 40,000 clones who were slaughtered because of the central government's ignorance. When we gathered on this planet, we made a vow to see it through one day.
And we chose Sakuza to lead us in our final hour.
Right. Which means that when 6030 says now the time we've been waiting for, the time to attack, has finally come. We're prepared to do whatever's necessary for our righteous cause!
Now, what's with the speeches? Cut it out. If you ask me, it's getting a little claustrophobic in here with you guys all riled up and angry. We're underground, remember? The air down here's really thin. See that? I'm like a goldfish in a bowl.
We could all probably guess why we're here, but why don't you tell us, Sakuza?
Well, boys, obviously you've noticed the pandemonium that's going on above ground right now. See this young lady? She's the reason behind it. The Central Department of Integration has come to this planet, bringing large numbers of troops just to arrest this young girl. Yes, she's none other than 44. My inspiration and a superstar to all of you. Listen up! We will exhaust all efforts to help 44 escape this planet. By doing so, not only will we be supporting her, but we'll also be an integral part of crippling the department's reputation! What did you say?
We were able to get close enough to a clone soldier in charge of the raids to overhear what he was talking about.
Are you sure about this?
The commander of this force is none other than the director of the Central Department of Integration.
Which could only mean it's Daxus II himself.
Daxus? Daxus II?
Perfect. So that's who's in charge.
Why does his presence make a difference?
Looks like luck is finally on my side.
How so?
I only found out after the fact. In 2022, during the Bermuda dispute, the commanding officer in charge of the clones kept giving us orders to continue the assault, but the commands themselves weren't actually coming from him. They came from someone who knew nothing of the front lines, sitting at his cushy desk far away on Earth. He wanted to earn his stripes, as it were, so he made unreasonable demands over and over. I didn't know that he was a young bureaucrat who had just been promoted to Chief of Staff. Not until much later. His name was Daxus II.
What are you going to do?
Hey, Hurrick! Listen up!
Yes, Chief!
This is important. Keep the information you just heard a secret from the others. If it needs to be said, I'll tell them myself. All right?
Oh, okay. You got it, Chief. No problem.
What do you think? They're all handmade. Nothing fancy, but they work properly.
That's incredible. To build these with such limited resources.
It was a bit of a challenge. Luckily, we have access to a lot of fuel if we need it. Well, without further ado, roll out!
Director! Our allied troops are under enemy fire! What?
The enemy is riding what appear to be rudimentary tanks. Many of them are coming this way.
Then meet them head on. Call back all our forces and attack them with everything we've got!
Yes, sir!
I haven't had that dream about myself as a young girl since I started working in the mines. It used to leave me feeling heartbroken for days afterward. I never thought I'd miss it, but I do. What did I do with yesterday? How did I let it fade away? I'm waking up, I'm falling down. Can't catch my breath, I hit the ground. I try to walk away, but I lost my feet. I try to say goodbye, but I just can't speak. I'm falling down. You're all that I can see. I'm falling down, and I'm empty. I'm falling down. You're all that's left of me. I'm falling down, and I'm empty. God only knows how far I'll go.
The Central Department of Integration has begun its cleansing operation, and 44 has been forced to flee into the abandoned tunnels alongside Garcia and Sakuza. For the first time in her life, she finds herself fighting alongside allies as Sakuza rallies his fellow clone soldiers to help her escape. Next time on Ultraviolet Code 44, Stardust.